Alright guys, Arcane here, welcome back. This is Neverwinter Nights Lords of Darkness 2 The Dark Age of Arboril Part 4. If you haven't seen the other Lords of Darkness parts, then watch them first, otherwise you won't understand the story or the characters. Anyway, let's go. Fire Spider. A water elemental. It's a good thing I've got Death Ward on. Multiple water elementals.
We shall not be defeated.
Okay, not trying a drown attack. Okay. Oh, that drop remains. What was that? An earth elemental. Oh, just a copper ring.
Taste of my wrath!
I didn't like that. Passage upwards. Got dangerous things down this passage. Pirate hideout. Oh, there's a wizard. Let's go get him. Where is he? Where is he? Uh-oh. This is not good. This is really not good. Oh, we didn't like that. I've got to watch my hit points. Ow! That was painful. This door is secured, but it'll never get open. Still find traps. Okay. What's she doing? We just went invisible. Well, she just took some damage. Who's that? Pirate Captain. This is quite dangerous. Oh god, it's a wizard. Let's go get the captain. Oh, her hit points are dropping. Oh, you've killed the pirate captain. Her hit points are dropping. Give her a potion. It doesn't help that it's lagging. Watch our hit points. Got her. That elemental shield's a dangerous spell. Rapier +1. Katana +2. And X +2. Mace +2, I think. Gloves of the Yellow Rose +2, that's cool. Oh. What's this go? White Coast, okay. Oh, that's where these rune stones are for, okay.
Hi!
I found out why your supplies were vanishing. Really? How did it happen? There's a secret tunnel connecting the tavern cellars to a pirate hideout in a bay near White Coast. It seems that those guys have been running out of supplies lately and therefore started to steal yours. Pirates? Jeez, where did these came from? White Coast hasn't been a pirate cove for hundreds of years now. Well, maybe they wanted to continue the old traditions. Whatever, at least they won't bother you anymore. I'm glad to hear that, very glad. I don't have that much to give you as a reward, but maybe I've used for this amulet. A veteran fighter who once came here and couldn't afford to pay his drinks gave it to me as a compensation. I don't understand too much of these things, but I think it's magic. Would you like to have it? Yes, that'd be nice. Thanks for this valuable gift, Alayna. Sure. And thanks again, you two. Come back anytime for a drink. 750 XP on that amulet. What does the amulet do? Immune to fear and +2 to my defense saving throws. That's interesting.
And your drinks, lads!
What does the journal say now? Alayna was most pleased with the result of our work. Yup, back to Gorian. Okay, let's have a rest. It's down here, I think. Oh no, okay. Oh no, it just opened. Gorian's library. No. Yeah, that's locked as well. This is a no. Oh, there's Gorian. Cutscene. Hello again, you two. How are you? Fine enough. Have you found anything out? Well, as a matter of fact, yes. I've got some ideas of how to really hurt the Lord's Council. But before we come to that, how much do you already know about them and their history? I know what is common knowledge, that they have risen to power after the death of King Edgar. Alright, then I better start with some background information. Sure, go ahead. As you know, King Edgar the Wise died around 50 years ago. His dynasty was many hundreds years old, but it died with him since both his children died before him. What did they die from? His son Aldric had some kind of rare disease. He died quite painfully, according to people who witnessed it. His daughter, Ravana, who was a couple of years younger than her brother, was then appointed as heir to the throne of Arboril. But it was only 1 year later when Ravana died as well. It happened during a hunting expedition. She and a couple of friends were out hunting some tigers who came too close to human settlements. Her horse suddenly fell and dropped her. Before anyone could react, the tigers were over her. Ravana was still alive when she was brought back to the palace, but her wounds were too severe. She died the same night. King Edgar could never forgive himself that he allowed his daughter to go on this dangerous hunt. He changed, and that night he lost Ravana and never was the same again. The king almost lost interest in ruling Arboril and delegated more and more power to Lord Gaeldon, who pretty much ran the country ever since. Where did this Lord Gaeldon come from? He was the son of a loyal friend of King Edgar, so the king accepted him into his court at quite a young age. He was very intelligent and had a good grasp on politics and even military tactics, so King Edgar called him into his staff of advisors when Gaeldon was still very young. A few years later, tensions with our neighbouring kingdom had risen. Then one night, Queen Sharana, the leader of the kingdom of Oranador, surprise attacked Arboril and overran its border defences before anyone could react. Arboril was on the verge of being defeated when King Edgar named Lord Gaeldon the head of the Arborilian Royal Guard, the military unit responsible for defending the kingdom's capital. It turned out that Gaeldon was a brilliant military leader as well. When Queen Sharana's forces attacked Arboril city, they were utterly defeated by Gaeldon's men, who outnumbered almost 3-1. Then the political advisor who turned general drove the enemy out of our country in one big sweep. Queen Sharana and her army had to run home literally. Gaeldon would have hunted the queen right into her own capital, but King Edgar made Gaeldon halt his forces on the border and called for negotiations. Queen Sharana signed the peace treaty, of course. King Edgar did not demand reparations or anything other than just a peace. Queen Sharana was very impressed with that because she knew that she was beaten and would have had to accept just about any demands. The kingdoms of Oranador and Arboril kept the peace ever since, and relations between both nations have even become cooperative. Gaeldon was furious about not being allowed to lead his forces to total victory, but he came home as a hero nevertheless, which brought him a lot of sympathy and friends in powerful positions. Years later, on his deathbed, King Edgar gave Lord Gaeldon the task to rule his country until a new king was elected. Gaeldon also was to organise a gathering of all the kingdom's nobles to elect a new king. King Edgar was a very wise ruler, but he totally underestimated Lord Gaeldon's ambition and lust for power. He never called in the gathering of nobles. Instead, he formed the Lord's Council as the interim government and placed his most trusted supporters in there. The interim phase lasts for the past 50 years now. The fact that with the death of each of his friends in the Lord's Council, he has introduced his own children into the council, one after the other. This doesn't seem to make elections any more likely, if you ask me. What can you tell me about Lord Gaeldon's children? Well, they are the new rulers of Arboril. They are like their father was, hungry for power, greedy and ruthless. I'll tell you a bit of each of them so you'll know who you're up against. Lord Venegar is probably the most prominent figure of the quintet. He is the oldest son of Lord Gaeldon and now head of the Lord's Council. He also inherited his father's skill in battle tactics and political maneuvers. It is he who decides on the daily matters of the kingdom. His prowess in battle cannot be matched by many. Venegar is a blackguard who also has deep knowledge of arcane magic, which makes him a very dangerous opponent. Lady Juliana is the oldest of Gaeldon's 3 daughters. She has quite a talent for arcane magic and studied the art since her early childhood. Juliana is not too much interested in the daily political affairs of the kingdom, which she gladly leaves to her brother Venegar. Instead, she tries to continue to improve her arcane skills. Juliana is probably the most powerful wizard walking the lands of Arboril today. I can't even begin to compare my powers to her. Venegar frequently calls for her aid to get rid of their more serious opponents, something she seems to quite enjoy to do, since it gives her the opportunity to prove her skill against the more powerful enemies of House Gaeldon. But so far, nobody has even come close to being a match for her. Lady Doranara has put most of her time into perfecting control over her body and mind. Doranara is a master of unarmed combat. She joined an evil monk order when she was barely old enough to be accepted, and got famous when she challenged the head of her order for the order's leadership when she was only 17 years old. She lost the match, but she broke both her master's arms and 3 of his ribs in the process. 2 years later, she challenged him again and killed him in the fight. Whenever Lord Venegar has need of brute force, he calls upon her. Dorinara is as cold as a block of ice and one of the most sadistic persons you can imagine. Sometimes she walks into one of Venegar's many prisons and takes some unfortunate prisoners out to beat them to death in the ring, in order to stay in shape, as she calls that. Also, she is quite skilled in beating information out of Venegar's prisoners, and she really enjoys doing that. Lord Noric has devoted his life to follow an evil god. He is one of the more powerful clerics of his order. He also is ambitious, but not as skilled in battle or in politics as his older brother Venegar is. Venegar has assigned control of the more unimportant regions of the kingdom to him. He is still a formidable opponent though, and you should not underestimate him by any means. That's a bit of reading, isn't there? Lady Tarleth is the youngest of all of the Geldon's children. Like her older sister Juliana, she is a practitioner of the arcane arts. But without coming close to reaching Juliana's skill, Tarleth has specialised in the arts of death magic, and rumours are that she has quite successfully mastered it. What exactly her role is in the Lord's Council nobody knows for sure, but rumours are that Venegar has put her talents to good use. Alright, is there anything else we should know? Well, while these 5 form the ruling body of Arboril today, they have a lot of allies who try to live in their shadows and profit from that. And while Geldon's children are evil and ruthless, they still reward loyalty in a monetary and political way. If you work for them and their cause, you still can expect considerable wealth and maybe control over a fairly large-sized province as well. That way, they manage to place trustworthy men and women into important positions in the army and the administration. You'll have to know that while there are many people who oppose them, like Count Leonard and his daughter Patricia, the Lord's Council's position of power is still a solid one. The resistance mirror is made of only a few hundred men and women, and we cannot even dream to face Venegar and his army in open battle. Uh-oh.
Well met.
What a nice speech, really. Heartwarming. Duke Coriston, uh-oh. Coriston, what is the Lord's Council's favourite pet wizard doing here? What do you think, old man? You have caused more trouble than you should have. Did you really think we haven't noticed what you are doing or where you are doing it? Your heritage is not going to protect you anymore, and I have the honour to end you and your puny little resistance movement today. So you do? You always were the most arrogant fool the Lord's Council has to offer. We will see, old man. Prepare for battle. Gorian turns to you. Stay back, Arakir and Alayna. This is going to be tough. Are you sure? Yes, trust me. There's nothing you can do. Okay, here we go. There's a wizard battle coming up. Ready, old man? You talk too much, bring it on. Ooh. Promestic spray, implosion. Bigby's grasping hand. Lightning bolt, cool lightning. Ice storm, implosion. Magic missile. Ice storm again. Promestic spray. Cool spell battle. Prismatic spray again. Cone of cold, implosion. Cone of cold again. Ice storm. God, it's quite a spell battle, isn't it? Fireball. Fireball back. Another fireball. Implosion. Hard wilting. Prismatic spray. I think that's sunbeam. Another implosion. Way of the Banshee. And now it's time to deal with you two, I think is what he said. Uh-oh, time stop. Uh-oh. Somewhere. That's not good. Arakir, what happened? Where are we? I don't know, Alayna. Just a moment ago we were still standing in Gorian's library. And now we are in the desert. This Duke Coriston must have teleported us here. Yes, he must have. He has chosen the most wonderful place to send us to. Really nice. What about Gorian? Do you think the Duke killed him? Gorian did look alive to me when he fell, heavily wounded but still alive. However, with us gone and Gorian obviously beaten, there is no way to tell if he's still alive now. To be honest, I think Duke Curzon has probably killed him. After all, that's why he came to Gorian's home. What do we do now, Arakir? How long can we possibly survive in an environment like this? We have to get back to civilization as soon as we can. That is for sure. Come on, Alayna, let's move out of here. What did he actually say? And now let's deal with the two of you, yeah. Uh-oh. What's the journal say? Find a way home. One moment we're staying in Gorian's home in White Coast, and Duke Curzon casted a spell on us, and we ended up in the middle of nowhere. Desert as far as the eye can see. Hope there's a way back. Alright, it's time to spell up. Okay. Time to find civilization. In the middle of a desert. Knolls.
Let the earth take you!
Okay. Stingers. Is there a way over there? I missed. Yeah, a cave line. It's over here. Some kind of bridge. There's a desolate wasteland. A manticore. Okay. That did a bit quite of damage. I think there's anything over there, is there? Don't think so. Over here. Okay. The orcs down there, yeah. Okay, there's a wall. So I got stone here. Don't think there's anything down that way. It's over here. I don't think there's anything down that way either. I think I have to go all the way around. Yeah, there's the ramp down. Oh. Formians.
shall not be defeated!
Time to get this orc. I'll 5th level up. Oh, not another manticore.
Take you.
Yeah, those things are dangerous. Oh, orc shaman, let's go get him. Ooh, that's a nasty spell.
Out of our way! Out of our way!
Has she got any potions? Yeah, I've given her some. That's quite a lot of them.
To battle!
No foot soldier. At least I leveled up. Okay, let's do it. Level 9. Ah, an extra feat. I think I'm gonna get a power spell. 5 hit points again. Endurance. Ah, 5th level. That's good. What should I get? I think maybe True Seeing, because everything's going invisible. Well, new silent mode. Spell resist could be quite useful as well, though. I won't get True Seeing for the minute. Alright guys, I'm ending the episode here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.